Lainey Johnson, Cadet Private First Class Sophie Griffin, and Cadet Private Bobby Lewis.
All right, let's rock and roll. The Tarpons have Smelter, Oten, and Aiden Bruce as captains tonight. The Mustangs are going to make me test my vision, eh? It's going to be...
I got you. 4.
Reese Turner.
1.
Brody Robichaux.
3.
Alfred Kennedy.
2.
1, 2, 3, 4, huh? Jadix Gardner. Thank you very much, Coach Broussard. We appreciate that. And we'll get our coin toss brought to you by State Bank and Trust Company. Dominic will give us that right now.
Number 3, Alfred Kennedy. And number 4, Reese Turner. Captains for the Tarpons tonight, number 57, Aiden Bruce. Number 5, Miles Stelter. And number 94, Tyler Oten.
So we have Assumption, who wins the toss. And the first, South Lafourche gets it first. Brian, before we rock and roll, what are some keys? What do the Tarpons got to do to get the win tonight?
On offense, stay on schedule, which means first, second down, you have to gain enough yards to stay out of these third and long situations. So it's going to be big for the Tarpons on first and second down. Mistake-free football on offense. Again, you cannot have these pre-snap penalties putting you behind the chain. And on defense, limit the big plays. In case of how you do that, tackle, tackle, tackle. You got to tackle these skilled players from Assumption out in space. And if Assumption's going to make mistakes, we have to take advantage of them.
Sounds like a winner.
Pretty simple tonight.
ABC, fundamental. Tarpons will be getting the ball first. Tarpons in their home blue with the white trim. Everybody's got that the little pink undertones tonight. Breast cancer awareness. Assumption in the road whites with the red trim. Sponsor sheet away for just a second. Get out the Assumption roster. We got kicking. You help me out there? It looks like maybe 86. I don't have an 86.
Let's try 80.
80. Cameron Ott. Ott will be kicking away. The Tarpons have
Set for return, number 22, Caden
Angelette.
Kicking the ball, number 80, Cameron Ott.
And Alamo back deep. And then also is that 24, 34? Football will be returned up the field, taken to the 25-yard line. I don't know who that is.
24.
My roster says Nick Brune. That is not Nick Brune. I don't know who that is, though. That may be
maybe one of the freshmen.
That might be, yeah, that could potentially be Kentrell Shepard maybe that ran that kickback. Tarpons will play a 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Yeah, we're going to have to get an updated South Lafourche roster. They've added a couple of freshmen since
It's only week 6.
Oh, thank you very much, Dominic. So we know now that Kentrell, number 24. 1st and 10 for South Lafourche. Carson Ogeron leads the troops out onto the field. Shotgun set. Meathead in the backfield. Inside handoff, picking to the line. Big old gain, and it's a Golden Motors first down. On first down, work the right side of the line and get 11 down to the 36-yard line. Move the chain.
Big hole on the right side. Offensive line. 10-yard gain on the play.
1st and 10 for South Lafourche. In the gun again, strong side of the field to the left. Ogeron gives it to Meathead again. Nope, he keeps it this time. Cuts inside, big old gain. Breaking tackles, another first down. Lowers the shoulder to the 47. 2 runs, 22 yards for South Lafourche. Another Golden Motors first down.
Look, Assumption's in that 4-3 defense. Their linebackers are coming up for the line of scrimmage. If you can get past that line of scrimmage, you can have some room to run.
So 1st and 10 for South Lafourche. Ball at their own 47-yard line. 2 very successful run plays. Ogeron in the shotgun. Strong side of the field to the right, 4 receiver set. Inside give to Dardar, big old hole. It's another first down. Dropped at the 41-yard line, gain of about 12. Tarpons are just running it down their throat right now. A gain of 11 on play 1, a gain of 12 on play 2, a gain of 12 on play 3.
Obviously, Tarpons seen something on film where they can take advantage of the defense the Mustangs are playing out of. They got to go to that 3-man front.
Yeah, and if Assumption doesn't figure out what it is that the Tarpons figured out, it could be a long night. 1st and 10 coming up for South Lafourche. 3-man front, as Brian said a second ago. Ogeron will keep it. Design quarterback run. Bounces to the outside. Hit and drop that time. Very little gain, if anything. So a good job by Assumption that time. Number 1, Brody Robichaux on the stop. Pretty much no gain. We'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That time Aiden Bruce was blocking. His man got away from him the last second. He came from behind the play to make the play.
10:08 and counting in the opening quarter. South Lafourche has moved the ball into Assumption territory. See now if they could finish the drive. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 41-yard line. Ogeron in the gun. Man in motion. They'll hand it to Dardar. Big hole. He may house this. 20, 15. He's tripped up at the 12-yard line. Gain of about 30 for Meathead, and boy, the right side of that offensive line is blowing holes through the Assumption defense. We're in the Absolute Fitness red zone, baby. 1st and 10 for South Lafourche.
About a 28-yard run.
Yep, it's going to be a big night for the Tarpon running backs tonight if that continues. Ball's marked back to about the 13-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Tarpons in an eye, strong side of the field to the left. Inside give to Dardar. He gets across the 10, dropped at about the 8, so gain of about 5 on 1st down.
He'll pick up about 7 yards.
Nice job by Dardar right there. He was being patient, waiting for that hole to open up.
9-10 and counting. Boy, would South Lafourche love to drive down the field and score a touchdown after last week's offensive struggles against Lutcher. 9 minutes on the clock. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the Assumption 8-yard line. It is a 3-receiver shotgun set. Ogeron gets the snap, hands it to Dardar, and he's trying to stop for a loss. The timing of that play didn't look very good. Jadix Gardner with the stop. Back to about the 9-yard line. They'll bring up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. Tarpons.
Gardner's a great football player.
3rd and 6 from the 9-yard line. Strong side of the field to the left. Ogeron in the gun. Flushed out to the right, and he's going to run. He's going to get inside the 5. He's going to be dropped at about the 1. It is a Golden Motors first down for Carson Ogeron. He does not get into the end zone, but he does get the first down for South Lafourche and moves the ball to about the 1.5-yard line. Mark it back to the 2, actually.
Yeah, nice job by Carson. He saw quick. Goal was open, took the ball and run.
8:03 and counting in the opening quarter. The Tarpons got the ball first and have just been marching. First and goal from the 2.
See if they come back off tackle play on the right.
I-form set. Ogeron will hand it to Dar, and he is in for a Tarpons touchdown. So South Lafourche with maybe their best offensive drive of the season. Like a knife through butter, marching through at the 7:48 mark. Meathead pushes it in. It's 6-0 Tarpons pending the extra point. What a drive. Mentioned a must-win. Well, a little playoff urgency there from the South Lafourche offense. The extra point, Cesar Gonzalez will kick it. New holder is Titan Alamo. Terrence Petrie is normally the holder. Snap is there. Kick is up, and it is right down Broadway. It is 7-0 Tarpons. What a start. We'll be back in 1 minute on ESPN 100.3. South Lafourche goes straight down the field. Maybe their best offensive drive of the season. They lead 7-0 on a short touchdown run from Dar. Now Gonzalez kicks it away. Chasing the Mustangs to the 10. They drop the football. That is Robichaud working up the field. He's going to be hit and stacked up at about the 25, and the Mustangs will take over there. So the Tarpon defense will get their first opportunity.
Robichaud mugged the ball. He started to run, kind of ran into Jacobs and looked back there and almost dropped it again.
Oh, yeah, you run into Jacobs. It's going to be hard to hold on to the football. Good kick from Cesar, and Assumption will start right at their own 25-yard line. That's where Reese Turner will lead the troops. Reese is a multi-year starter, and he's also a multi-sport guy for Assumption. Really good athlete. 34 is Chase Jacobs, the son of Brandon Jacobs. He is a monster in the backfield. Tarpons will have to slow him down. They're in the gun on 1st and 10. They hand it to Jacobs on first down. He's hit. He falls forward near the 30. Gain of about 3 or 4. But a pretty good job by the Tarpon defense. They're not a big old hole. We'll give them 4. Bring up 2nd and 6.
Not a big hole, but Jacobs looks small.
Yeah.
Tough run.
Yeah, he's going to always fall forward, and that'll be the challenge tonight. 7:16 to go in the opening quarter. Assumption trying to answer the South Lafourche touchdown.
They're 3-man front on defense.
Turner with Jacobs in the gun. They handed to Jacobs again. This time he's hit and dropped. Pretty much no gain that time. Tyler Otan hit him in the backfield. He maybe got a half a yard. We'll give him to the 30, so to bring up 3rd and 5.
Otan did a good job coming from the backside, chasing Jacobs down. Already had him for a loss in the backfield.
So does Assumption dare to give it to him again on 3rd and 5, or do they put it in the air for the first time? If you're the Tarpons, ball key. You don't want to give them a first down here. They've got to get to the 35-yard line. Reese Turner in the gun. It's a 4-receiver set. Will the Tarpons bring pressure? The answer to that is no. It's a quarterback run. There's a flag on the play, and the result of the play is a first down to the 38, but we'll await the marker. It's holding on Assumption, so it's coming back. Assumption had the first down on an 8-yard run from Turner, but the hold will negate it. It'll now be 3rd and 15 for the Mustangs. Representative Fontenot gives us the call. It is holding on Assumption. You know, that'll drive Coach Broussard crazy. You think you have the first down, you kind of settle into the game, but a penalty negates it. Now it'll be 3rd and 15.
See the Mustangs doing some type of screenplay here.
Tarpons in the defensive backfield have Tyrese Edwards, Dre Hughes, Jakias Croissant, and Maddox Commerdale. I call Commerdale the heat-seeking missile. He's always looking for contact. 6:14 and counting in the opening quarter, 3rd and 15. Turner rolls out, looking to run, and he stepped out of bounds. He was on the sideline looking for a receiver and then just ran out of field, stepped out of bounds. That's going to be a loss of yardage back to the 17-yard line. It's going to be 4th and a mile for Assumption, who will have to punt it away. He just kept his eyes so far down the field, he lost track of where he was on the field and just stepped out of bounds.
I think he wanted his receiver to just take off down the field. There's a miscommunication. You're right. He lost where he was at on the field and stepped right out of bounds.
Cameron Ott will punt it away. And remember now, new punt returner as well. Terrence Petrie out of the ball game, so I believe that's Titan Alamo. Standing near midfield. 6:04 to go. Tarpon defense stands tall, gets an opening game stop. And the play clock is down to 1. Man, Assumption wasn't even near ready to snap that ball. And if I'm Coach Will Broussard there, I'm almost pondering just taking the penalty. I mean, it's 4th and 17. What's 5 yards? I would rather the timeout, but he decides to take the timeout.
Not the way Assumption wants to start this game off, but a good job by the Tarpons starting the game off.
Look, you hit the nail on the head. You have a defensive-minded head coach whose defense allows gashing run plays to start the game. Then your offense sputters. Yeah, you're right. Assumption better wake up here.
Readjust.
There we go. And some paperwork issues here. Ott will be kicking it away. And if you're Alamo, boy, if you're not 100% sure that you can corral this one, just let it go.
The coaching staff just told him to let the ball go.
Snap is there. The kick is away. It's a line drive kick. There's a flag on the play. Alamo will let it bounce. Boy, this is a great punt from Assumption. We'll await the marker. Hopefully it's something they did, because the Tarpons would love to make them re-kick that one.
From where it's thrown, well, maybe illegal formation.
If it is an illegal formation, South Lafourche will certainly make them punt it again, because that was from the 15 to the 27, that was a very good punt.
They're talking too long here for that.
Tarpon offense is already on the field, so let's see. We have holding on South Lafourche. Assumption's not going to want to repunt it. They're going to want to move the Tarpons back 10 from the spot. Yeah, I mean, they just had a 60-yard punt. Will's not going to want to redo that. He's going to want to move them back 10 from where it is now. And that's exactly what they're going to do.
Well, they'll decline.
Yeah, you don't want to re-kick. He's not going to kick it as far next time. Yeah, that's a good decision by Will. And you just had one of the best high school punts we've seen all season. 5:51 to go in the opening quarter. Tarpons will have their second possession. Scoreboard update brought to you by 3T. Vanderbilt leads 14-0 over Morgan City.
No surprise.
Nope. Vanderbilt's about ready to catch fire. They're through the hard part of their schedule. First and 10. Ogeron in the gun. He's got Meathead with him. Handed to Meathead. It's a reverse. They'll get it back. Oh, and they got a deep dead rides. Tarpons are wide open. This will be a walk-in touchdown. Camden Berg is the guy who caught it. The Assumption defense bit the cheese. They handed it to Meathead, who handed it to a wide receiver, who handed it back to Carson. All of the defensive backs came up. Carson threw it to Camden Berg. There was no defender within 50 yards. And it is 13-0 South Lafourche on what was about a 75-yard pitch and catch. 13-0.
Two receivers wide open down the field.
Yeah, he could have picked either Berg or Alamo, either one. There was no one within 30 yards of him. And that's what happens when you go down the field running the ball. They bid the cheese. Gonzalez's extra point is up and good. The Tarpons are rolling. It's 13-0. We'll be back in 1 minute on ESPN 100.3. But what a start. South Lafourche on one play, 75-yard touchdown drive. Ogeron to Berg. Cesar Gonzalez kicks it away. Be fielded at about the 17-yard line, working up the field. Hit near the 30 and drop near the 35 will be number 1, Robichaux. He'll push it out to about the 37. So good starting field position for the Mustangs.
Decent coverage by the Tarpon 15.
Dominic, you could not have scripted a better start to the game for South Lafourche. I'm sure that home sideline is rocking right now. Yep. Be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at the 38-yard line. Let's see if they could piece a drive together to kind of get back into this a little bit. Their first drive moved the football, but the penalty negated them on 3rd down.
See, the Tarpons can maybe come up with a pick right here. Mustangs may panic a little bit.
Turner with Jacobs in the gun. Turner, play action, will throw it out to the sidelines. Get out there and gain about 6 or 7 yards. The reception was made by number 13, Bima.
That's one thing the Mustangs do well on offense, getting the ball out to their skilled players.
If they continue to run plays like that, though, their receivers are going to get called for holding because right there it was very close. Willoughby had a pretty good grip on the jersey there. Didn't get called for it. 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line. Turner will hand it to – nope, we will keep it. Faked it to Jacobs. Now looking to turn the corner. Bounces outside. He's hit hard. And I think he'll be a little short of the 1st down, gain of about 4. Boy, good job there by number 16, Tyrese Edwards, fighting a block. I mean, he was wrestling with a wide receiver while trying to tackle the quarterback, and he brought him down, and they're actually going to give Assumption the 1st down. Yep, absolutely. Good hustle by the big fella also. 1st and 10 for the Stangs, 4:55 to go in the opening quarter.
And Edwards just fought that block off, and so you're not getting to the outside, forced it back on the inside, allowed the defense to come and make the tackle.
The best part about him, he's a 9th grader, Bubba. 1st and 10. They hand it. Nope, quarterback keeps it again. Juke me out again. Big run. He's got a 1st down. He's going to maybe be horse-collared. No flag. Yeah, there it comes in. Very late flag, but I do think it is a horse collar. He got it to the 38-yard line. I think we'll add 15 to that. Turner showing, hey, man, he could run it a little bit too. He's now broken a few long ones. And we have no flag, so they'll pick it up. I'm sure that Coach Broussard is not going to be happy. Saying, what do we got to do?
Well, I mean, look, if you're not sure, throw the flag, go talk to the guy who was closer.
Yeah, and that's what they did.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for Assumption at the Tarpon 37-yard line. The Mustangs are on the move, trying to answer the early onslaught. Turner and Jacobs in the gun. This time Jacobs has it. He's stacked up. Nothing. Nowhere to go. Great job by the Tarpon defense. He gained about a half a yard. I would tell you who made the tackle, but it'd be easier for me to tell you who didn't make the tackle because there are about 4 or 5 Tarpons there swarming the ball.
Second and 10, Mustangs.
So 2nd and 10, 3:57 and counting in the opening quarter.
Again, teams they have a tough time running that ball up the middle against this Tarpon defense.
All year long, and including Lutcher last week. Turner is in the gun, strong side of the field to the left. They hand it to Jacobs, he loses yards. That tackle for loss brought to you by the Terry L. Hunter III Foundation. It was made by Mr. Tyler Ochan. Will bring up 3rd and 11. They're not going to be able to run between the tackles, Coach. They're just not getting that push. Jacobs is strong, but he can't fight them all off.
No, they're honestly, they're going to have to throw these screens and try and soften up that Tarpon defense. Then every once in a while, take a shot downfield.
3rd and 11, you would think Assumption has 2 plays from where they are on the field at the Tarpon 38-yard line. Turner in the gun. He's got trips to the left. That's the strong side of the field. He's designed quarterback run. Can anybody corral him? No. He's across the 25, and he's got a first down. So, boy, as much as we talked about Jacobs in the pregame, it's Turner's legs that are beating the Tarpon defense right now. And he got outside and did a wonderful job there, taking it to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, Turner showed some quickness. Design run from the get-go.
He hits the hole hard, too, man. He runs hard.
And look, these runs are important for the Mustangs because you're going to soften up that Tarpon defense a little.
Yep. Slowly taking some of that momentum back.
Tarpon's just going to handcuff right here.
1st and 10, ball at the Tarpon 23-yard line. Strong side of the field to the right. Turner in the gun. Hands it to Jacobs, picking through the line across the 20, driving to near the 15. Gets a nice gain that time of about 6 or 7.
That time the Tarpons almost had him in the backfield, but Jacobs was just so strong. He broke a tackle and picked up about 7 on the play.
So he brings it to the 16-yard line with 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Assumption with exactly what they've needed. Just a nice, calming drive going down the field, but boy, they need the points too. 2nd and 3 coming up.
What are you in tight?
Yep, first time under center tonight. Nope, it's a direct snap, and they're going to get near the sticks across the 15. That was a direct snap to Turner. Don't think he got there, but he got awfully close. Ball at about the 14-yard line. Be 3rd and about a half a yard. 1:18 and counting in the opening quarter. Boy, they're in tight. This is going to be a quarterback sneak, won't it?
No, 100%.
It is a quarterback sneak. They're pushing, but they didn't get a whole lot. They do have the first down, but they're still driving. But they didn't get a whole lot of an initial push, but they do get the first down.
See where they can spot this ball. That pile kept on moving.
Put it about the 12. Yeah, he gained about a yard. So 1st and 10 for the Stangs. Ball at the Tarpon 12-yard line. Assumption possessing and doing a good job keeping it on the ground. Can the Tarpons play some good red zone defense here?
They plays turnover coming up.
Bunched up formation to the right. Turner's running that way, looking to turn the corner. He's got some blockers. He's hit, but he jukes into the end zone. So it is an Assumption touchdown, 12-yard run from Turner, and it's 14-6. They loaded up the formation to the right side and just said, we got more blockers than you got tacklers. And Turner made a couple of nice juke moves from there. It's 14-6 with 38 seconds to go in the opening quarter. What a drive and what an answer from Assumption there.
Yeah, Turner showed some great moves. Broke a couple of tackles.
They're in the swinging gate. The gate is open. Taking a long time to close that gate. And they're going to fake it. Turner will look to run. He's going to turn the corner, and he's going to get in. An extra point given the Assumption. It's 14-8. Boy, that could be huge later. 38 seconds to go in the opening quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute on ESPN 100.3. All right, welcome back. Assumption goes down the field, scores, converts the 2-point conversion. It's 14-8. A little pop-up kick. Fair caught at the 30-yard line, roughly.
Dardar.
Meathead did the safe thing there, but boy, I like my running back to catch that one and go. Like, we trust you to run the ball, Landon. But most important thing, secure possession with 36 seconds to go in the opening quarter. 1st and 10 from your own 28. Tarpons, if they do a run play here, it might be the last play of the first quarter. It has been a offensive showcase for the Tarpons. They've gone down the field twice pretty easily. Inside gift to Dardar. Big old gain. Bouncing outside. Driving. He's about a yard short of the first down. Gain of about 9. Tarpons are lining up in the shotgun, and they're running off right tackle over and over and over again. And Assumption has not shown an ability to stop it so far. South Lafourche does not have to run another play. The clock is down to 15. And I think BJ might milk this thing down into the second quarter.
Yeah. I think we got too many guys on that side than what they have defenders.
Yeah, so that'll be the end of the first quarter. With our score, South Lafourche 14, Assumption 8. We'll be back in 1 minute. We'll go pay some bills on ESPN 100.3. All right, welcome back. It's 14-8. South Lafourche playing a 2nd and 1 as play resumes here to start the second quarter. Casey just there with Coach Brian Colley. Dominic Duce on the field, who plays us in the studio. 2nd and 1 for the Tarpons. Ogeron in the gun. Play action, rolls out. He's got Berg wide open. It's a Golden Motors first down across the 40. Hit and dropped at the 47-yard line. So Camden Berg, who caught the long touchdown earlier, is getting close to a 100-yard game. As you figure 75 plus about 10 or so there, it's a Golden Motors first down for the Tarpons. Coach, there's just been no resistance from Assumption. The Tarpons have done whatever they have wanted to do, which is a little surprising.
Yeah, and when they take the run away, they edge back in the flats wide open.
1st and 10. Couple of guys in motion. Tarpons shuffling their personnel. That's Alamo and Berg. Carson will keep it, looking to bounce outside. He's across midfield, cuts in, lowers his shoulder near the first down stick. And again, it's a gain of about 9 yards on a first down run for the Tarpons. Carson Ogeron. Heck, he got more than 9. He got about 9.5.
Yeah, nice. Mustangs have no answer right now.
So 2nd and a short 1 for the Tarpons at the Mustang 43-yard line. Ogeron in the gun, trips to the left. It's the strong side of the field. They'll toss it out to Dardar, looking to turn the corner, and he's dropped. There, the Mustang defense did a good job throwing him back on the other side of the 45. Loss of about 2 or 3. We'll bring up 3rd and about 4. That was Kennedy on the stop for Assumption that time, excuse me. 10:26 to go in the opening half. 14-8. Tarpons playing a critical 3rd and about 5.
Look for them maybe to go to the cure right here, just on a little stick route.
Tarpons will sub a receiver out and will get a lineman in. Alamo leaves. Hendricks checks in. Direct snap to Ogeron, who's hit and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. So now, after a great tackle made by Brody Robichaux, BJ Young has a decision at the 48-yard line on 4th and 7. Do you go for it or do you punt it? Looks like they're staying on the field. You have an official timeout.
Carson's got to come out, so that might make his decision.
Well, yeah, there's no decision now. If Carson can't play, you got to punt, or you got to call a timeout. And it looks like BJ's gonna bring the punt team out. Could have potentially called a timeout and got him back in, but Coleman will be on to punt it away. The helmet coming off might have actually saved the Tarpons from themselves there, because they were showing like they were going to go.
Yeah, they were going for it.
Coleman gets the snap. Pretty good kick. It'll bounce at the 20 and take a Tarpon roll inside. Good job, Nick Coleman. Killed at the 13-yard line. Really good punt there. The Tarpons flip the field. Now can the defense get a stop with 9:18 to go in the opening half, and Assumption needing to go the length of the field?
Okay, so where this game is going right here, I think the way, and we don't know this yet, but the way the second quarter is going to end could go a long way to the outcome of this game. And what I'm trying to get at is that if Assumption can somehow steal a possession from the Tarpons, they get the ball to start the third quarter.
Yep, could be huge. It looks like they've kind of woken up a little bit from their slow start. Now can the Tarpon defense throw them back here? 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Turner and Jacobs in the gun. That's where they've been all night. Turner will look to run. There's a flag on the play. He's hit and dropped near the 20-yard line. I think this one will be coming back. Looks like a hold. I think the right tackle, or excuse me, the left tackle, I think, for Assumption's the guilty party. There it is, holding on the Mustangs. So it'll negate a nice first down run from Turner. And it'll put them up against the sticks.
One of the pregame, we were talking about in pregame, take advantage of the Mustang mistakes. Tarpons have to take advantage of this. Mustangs way back in their territory.
Yep, it is 1st and long. Ball now at about the 7-yard line. It's 1st and about 17. Boy, we got to start tackling Turner, though. He has been a menace in the gun. He's looking to run off the right tackle. Has a nice gain across the 15, across the 20. He's got a first down and more, 35-40. Near midfield, he's pushed out of bounds. The Tarpons cannot stop Reese Turner. He's running wild. A big old gain, and Assumption's across midfield again. Tarpons are paying a lot of attention to the big fella in the backfield, and the quarterback's running wild right now.
Ja'Kias Crowson, give him lots of credit on that play. Took a great angle and stopped possibly a potential touchdown.
Turner brings it all the way to the Tarpon 47-yard line. $8:43 to go in the opening half.
46-yard run.
1st and 10, trips to the left. That's the strong side of the field. Hands it to Jacobs. Stacked up. Oh, he gets out of the pile. Running hard and gets a first down. They had Jacobs in the backfield, but he did a wonderful job breaking free and picked up 12. And that's what happens. That defense gets a little tired, gets a little fatigued. He keeps his legs turning, and he picks up 12 out to the 35.
Jacobs broke a few tackles. He was tripped up, and if he'd have kept his foot, he was going. Tarpons had him for a minimal gain. You just got to wrap him up.
I have a scoreboard update that will shock you after this play. 1st and 10. And the Tarpons gave him 5 free yards. How about this? Thanks to Abby for this scoreboard update. With 6 minutes left in the second quarter, East St. John 0, HL Bourgeois 0. That's shocking. Got an undefeated East St. John team playing Bourgeois. You're thinking it's going to be a blowout. Nothing. We're almost at half.
I'm in shock. I can't say anything.
1st and 5 after the penalty. Trips to the left. Ball to the 31-yard line. Turner flushed out to the right, makes a man miss. He's going to be tripped up short of the sticks. Boy, he's elusive, isn't he? He's making guys miss, juking and jiving. Picks up about 2 or 3 yards.
He's tackled by number 6, B-Brooks.
Better watch. He's holding that ball out with one hand.
Second and 2, Mustangs.
Penalty hurts the Tarpons right here on this drive.
Sure does. Be 2nd and 2, 7:22 and counting. Tarpon defense looks a little winded. I ain't going to lie to you. They look a little tired.
Mustangs have to hurry.
Play clock down to 5. Turner in the gun. They do get set. They get the snap off. They hand it to Jacobs. And he's lowering his shoulder, running people over. Look at him go. My goodness. That is a violent run by Jacobs inside the 15. Finally dropped at the 13. That is violence. That is the offensive player hitting the defensive player and not vice versa. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 13.
One guy, you're going to have to gang tackle this man.
Well, you got to tackle him before he gets going. In open field, once he gets to the 2nd or 3rd level, you're in trouble. Scoreboard update brought to you by 3T. At the end of 1, E.D. White leads Patterson 14-0. 1st and 10 for the Stangs. Turner rolls out to the right. Cuts in, and he walks in. The Tarpons have no answer for that right now. Reese Turner walks into the end zone. It's 14-all. Going to have to make some form of an adjustment because Turner is running wild here in Galliano. 6:34 to go in the opening half. Assumption was down 14-0. They've tied it 14-14 and can actually go ahead pending the extra point try.
See if our special teams unit is going to be alert here.
Well, they're not lined up properly right now. There's an unguarded receiver out there. Now they will close the gate.
Set the kick for the Mustangs.
Extra point try from Ott. Snap is there, kick is up, and it is blocked, and it's no good. Wow, what a play. Assumption gets the swinging gate earlier, but the Tarpons get a finger on the extra point there, so instead of giving up the lead, we're tied 14-all. We'll be back in 1 minute on ESPN 100.3. South Lafourche will fair catch the kickoff at the 28-yard line, and they'll play a 1st and 10 there. 14-all.
Cade Ogell on the return.
Cade Ogell with the fair catch on the kickoff.
So Ogell brings it in.
Scoreboard
Scoreboard update brought to you by 3T. Oh, my goodness. Just starting the second quarter, Vanderbilt 35, Morgan City 0. Thanks to Corey for that scoreboard update. Looks like we might be a little running time out there at the Vanderbilt game. Carson Ogeron leading the offense out on the field midway through the second quarter. Inside give to Dardar, picking through the line across the 30. Nice 1st down gain. Picks up about 5. Scoreboard update brought to you by 3T. East St. John, after an H.L. Bourgeois missed field goal, East St. John goes down the field, scores. They lead 7-0.
Tarpons here need a long drive. Try not to give the Mustangs the ball back.
Trips to the right. It's 2nd and 6. Ogeron in the gun. Now it's not trips, it's duos to the right. Ogeron keeps it. Big gain. Falls forward across the 40. It's a Golden Motors first down. If he wouldn't have got shoestring tackled, he would have maybe been able to get a really long one there. But it is a Golden Motors first down across the 40.
Ogeron showing some quickness right up the middle.
First and 10 for South Lafourche, 5:47 and counting in the opening half.
I think the Mustangs would have some type of spy on Ogeron.
You would think. First and 10, strong side of the field to the right. Tarpons shuffling their personnel. Ogeron will hand it to Dardar. Big hole across the 45, lowers his shoulder, falls forward near midfield. Brian, look, there's no way to say this besides for just being blunt about it. Landon's just running the ball harder than he did in the spring and earlier in the season. You could see every week his confidence is growing, man. There, he finished the run, lowered his shoulder.
And give credit to that big offensive line, getting them holes up front for him. And Dardar does his job. He runs extremely hard, and like you said, falls forward. 2nd and 1, ball right at midfield. They give it to Dardar. Guinea's easily got the first down across the 45, about the 43. Meathead's having a career half right here. 4:48 to go. Clock stops momentarily for them to move the chains. And look, nothing tricky about this. They're just going right at them.
North-south, we're running it right at you. Old school Tarpon football. Clock continues to run. Tarpons are taking their time. They know Assumption's getting the ball to start the second half. They want to score with as little time as possible if they could put it in here. Still a long way to go before they put it in. 43 yards to get. Play clock down to 5. Ogeron gets the snap, hands it to Dardar. Huge hole. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. 43-yard touchdown run for Meathead, who is now going over 100 yards on the night. It's 20-14. That Tarpon offensive line blowing them off the ball, baby. We love to see it. It's 20-14. Meathead with a big old touchdown run. Dude, I'm trying not to get emotional. I coached that kid since he's 7 years old, man. That's one of my guys. Meathead putting it in, having a huge day. And to see him go give some dap to Terrence Petrie, another one of my guys. I'm so proud of those guys as we await the extra point try. Snap is there. Kick is up. Kick is right down Broadway. It's 21-14 South Lafourche. We'll be back in 1 minute. Assumption trying to answer before the half on ESPN 100.3.
Number 34, Jacobs.
Welcome back. 4:13 to go in the opening half. South Lafourche goes right down the field and answers. They lead 21-14. Cesar Gonzalez kicks it away. Good kick. Line drive kick. Is that Jacobs back there? Boy, that's not fair. He's at the 10-yard line. Got ahead of steam. He's tripped up at the 30. A good job by the Tarpon special teams crew. It's not fair having him back there. Bruce made the tackle for South Lafourche.
Yeah, nice job, Colby Bruce.
Assumption has 4:07 to go. And you remember earlier in the half when they took a timeout before a delay game on a punt? That timeout may be needed a little later in this drive from the 31-yard line.
And going back with the Tarpon offense, Casey, the Mustangs have 8 people in the box. They all they're playing the run and can't stop it.
Just getting blown off the football, man. The Tarpon offensive line controlling this game. 1st and 10. Turner and the Assumption offense has been really good as well. They hand it to the tailback. That's not Jacobs this time. Falling to at the 35-yard line is Caleb Davis. Jacobs hurdled on that kick return, and he landed hard. That was kind of an awkward landing. We'll see how long he's out of the game. But they give it instead to Caleb Davis that time, who picked up about 4 or 5. Clock continues to run, 3:44 to go. See if the Tarpons could get some pressure. Davis in the backfield with Turner. Strong side of the field to the right. Turner, play action, flushed out to the right. He's done a lot of damage with his legs, and he's going to do even more. He's going to get out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Tarpons have done a good job not letting teams get the edge all year, but tonight Turner has been the exception. He has turned the corner routinely.
That'll be a first down for the Mustangs.
I think it's Jacobs on the table with the trainer.
Yeah, he landed really hard, man, on that kickoff play. Hopefully he's able to get back in there.
Look at his shoulder.
Dominic, what's the mood on the sideline? Tarpon look a little nervous, man. They got to finish this half strong. Turner, big old gain across midfield, falling to the 43, gain of about 13. Reese Turner putting on a show here in the opening half. 3:11, the clock will stop to move the chains. 3:05 and counting. They have moved the ball into Tarpon territory. We promised you in the pregame this would be a good one. Boy, the teams have gotten the memo so far. Trips to the left. Turner in the gun. He's joined by Davis. Turner will keep it. Now he'll throw it, and he's got a man, but the pass is inaccurate. They had a man down there, but Turner was a little rushed on the throw, and it falls incomplete. That stopped the clock. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defensive back fell down for the Tarpons, and the pass was just off target. He missed him by a good 10, 15 yards.
I would love nothing more than to see Mr. Dre Hughes, number 8, get an interception for the 2nd straight week right here. 2:46 on the clock.
Jacob set to return. Possibly next play. He's back on the sideline with his coaches.
That's good to hear. Davis is in the gun with Turner. Trips to the left. Turner will hand it to the tailback. Nothing. Nowhere to go. Number 75, Caden Nelson, stopped him. We're not going to officially say that that one's a loss, brought to you by Terry L. Hunter, because we think he got to the line of scrimmage, but close enough. Clock continues to run, 2:28 and counting. Brian, this is a huge play.
3rd and 10 for the
If the Tarpons can, you mentioned stealing a possession. If the Tarpons could force a punt here, you can maybe steal a possession before half. 2:13 and counting. 3rd and 10. Probably the biggest play of the game to this point. Turner and the Mustangs will keep it, and he's going to be dropped, but it's going to be a face mask. Will it be a 5 or a 15 is the question. Turner got dropped for a loss at the 44, but he unquestionably got tackled by the mask. Will it be 5 or 15?
They're going to call it a 5.
Let's see. It is a personal foul, 15-yard face mask. That'll be a first down, and that's just bad luck. I mean, you're just grabbing for anything that you could get, and it just so happened to be his face mask. And it'll negate a 1-yard loss and a sack, and it'll give Assumption a first down and keep the drive alive.
I thought they were going to get a 5-yard penalty. They're calling it on number 5, I believe, for the Tarpons.
Yeah, Stelter, we believe, committed the foul. So 2:01 to go in the half. Assumption gets a good break. Not trying to say, I mean, it was 100% the right call, but it's just good fortune that the Tarpons just so happened to tackle the mask.
Yeah, they tried faking it to Jacobs in the backfield on a little quick, short toss. Quarterback kept not much room to run. Mustangs are very fortunate.
Clock continues to run, 150 and counting. 1st and 10 for Turner. He'll keep it, and he'll get a couple, but boy, given the clock that they'll lose on that, that's not going to be a very successful play. They gain about 3, and Coach Broussard will be forced to call his 2nd timeout with 1:33 to go. So a better job by the Tarpon defense. They're stopping the quarterback run. Assumption has 1 timeout left with 1:33 to go in the half.
That's like Jacobs is coming. He'd like to be a lead blocker for the quarterback on the quarterback lead. But he's getting to the hole. I don't know if he's tired. He's just stopping and plugging up the hole for the Mustangs.
Scoreboard update brought to you by 3T. We are in running time at Vanderbilt in the middle of the second quarter. 42-0. Jalen Coleman just broke a 60-yard touchdown run.
And once running time starts, it does not stop, even though you get within.
So what you're telling me is that by about 8:45, that game will be over.
their game will beat the front.
Yeah, their game will beat the front.
They're gonna beat the front.
Here, considering all the points that we have, we got 35 combined points. We're already at the end of the first half, and it's not even been an hour. So we've actually played a really quick first half too.
Teams are running the football.
It'll be 2nd and 6 out of the timeout, 1:33 to go. Assumption has 1 timeout with the ball at the Tarpon 26-yard line. Remember, Assumption will get the ball to start the second half. This has been a first half that has been dominated by the offensive lines. The Assumption offensive line open up big holes for Turner. The South Lafourche offensive line opening up big holes for Ogeron Meathead. Can the Tarpon defensive line push back here one time? 2nd and 6. Ball at the 26-yard line. Strong side of the field is to the right. Jacobs is joined. Turner's joined by Jacobs in the gun. 4-receiver set. Turner will throw it to the sideline, and it's caught at the 15-yard line and making a man miss, being dropped at the 12. That's number 13, Bima. I don't know if they're going to rule him out of bounds or not, but it is a first down for the Mustangs with 1:24 to go.
Wide open. Good play design by the Mustangs.
Yeah, just some soft coverage there from the Tarpons, and Assumption took full advantage. The clock is running, so we'll keep our eyes on that. 1:12 and counting for Assumption. 1st and 10. Have a scoreboard update after this play. It is a loaded up formation. Turner gets the snap, looking to run. Big old hole. He's across the 10, making guys miss near the 5. Still up. Clock still running. 50 seconds. Ball at the 5-yard line. Gain of about 6 or 7. That clock's becoming a little bit of a factor, though. 40 seconds. It continues to run. They do have 1 timeout. But if you could throw them for a loss here. Yeah, they're trying to score with nothing is what they're trying to do. But, boy, you can maybe cost yourself by doing that. 28 seconds and counting. It is 2nd down and 2. Turner gets the snap. Off right tackle. He's hit, and he got the first down, but he's short of the end zone. So you would think Assumption would have to call their last time out here with 19 seconds to go. But, boy, if you run any type of play and you get stopped for a loss or the half could potentially be over, they do call their last time out. The ball is at the 1-yard line, 19 seconds to go.
Now, you would think right here, in theory, where you line up where they did in that tight formation, quarterback sneak and the backs push him from behind. The last time they ran that, he didn't gain very many yards. And now the Tarpons are you pretty much thinking that's what's coming. Because I'm not sure you can chance any other play. But if you do that and you get stopped, by the time you unpile everyone, the clock could potentially run out.
It's risky business because you're right. By the time they get all the bodies sorted out and that clock continues to run, it is very risky business. And it's not like the ball's inside the 1. It is at the 1. You got to get a whole yard. 19 seconds to go.
1st and goal.
If you throw them anywhere in bounds, the half might end here. They're in the gun. Turner off right tackle. He got in. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, but they pushed him in. So with 15 seconds to go in the half, Assumption scores. Now looking back in hindsight, they couldn't have timed the drive any better. But, boy, if you get stopped there, you're going to half with nothing. Now we got to pay attention to the extra point. The snap was not any good the last time.
The Mustangs.
They had one blocked the last time, and this is going to be a big point. The gate is open. The gate is going to close, which would indicate they're likely to kick it. Snap is a little high. It's bobbled. A fire drill. Down he goes. Boy, that could be big later on. Assumption misses their second extra point of the game. Instead of tying it up, they're down 21-20. There's still 15 seconds left to go in the half. With the way the Tarpons are running the ball, who knows? Let's keep it right here. We got halftime coming up. The boy Brian, those first thing, whenever they converted the swinging gate, we were over here saying, oh, yeah, that's a huge play. That's a huge play. Even huger, or that's not a word, even bigger is the 2 missed extra points later on.
Well, look, with Turner and Jacobs in the backfield, I'm taking my chances at 3 yards every single time.
Well, I think that the rest of the game, that's what we're going to see.
And we talked about kind of stealing a possession. For the Mustangs, if you can let this clock run out with 15 seconds, you did that. You get the ball. Now the big third quarter drive is going to be huge because if they go out and score, now the Tarpons are chasing instead of the other way around.
Got to get out of the half clean. Tarpons have Angelette. Little squib kick. It'll be falled upon at the 22-yard line. So no time goes off the clock. Man, with the way I'm running the ball, I'm just giving it to Dardar. If he breaks it, he breaks it. I'm not taking a knee here. 15 seconds to go. The Tarpons should have, I believe, 2 timeouts, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it looks like they're going to take a knee. I'm not crazy about this decision. You're getting 10, 12 yards a pop running the ball. I would see if I could break one. But they will take a knee and send it to half. So let's go to half with them. It's 21-20, South Lafourche leading Assumption. Let's go ahead and take a 4-minute break. When we get back, our halftime show with the Tarpons up by a point. We'll be back in 4 minutes on ESPN 100.3.
At Bourgeois Meat Market, our slogan is miracles in meat since 1891.
To be in business over 130 years,
Most important thing is to have a quality product. The next most important thing is customer service. Our old meat market is in Schriever, Louisiana, and we're really proud to be opening up our brand new store in Gray, Louisiana. We have Rev at both locations now. So all these new scales and our POS system runs on technology, and we need Rev to make that happen for us. I highly recommend Rev Business.
Are you searching for the next best thing for your finances? At Synergy Bank, we have everything you've been searching for in a community bank. Stop by to visit our friendly team at Synergy locations near you or anytime online at synergybank.com. Member FDIC. Are you searching for the next best thing for your finances? At Synergy Bank, we have everything you've been searching for in a community bank. Stop by to visit our friendly team at Synergy locations near you or anytime online at synergybank.com. Member FDIC.
Tarpons are going to be kicking to the Mustangs. Nothing like Friday nights in the fall. Mustangs, and it's a 1-point game. Cesar Gonzalez has the ball on the tee. Run away, line drive kick. That will be a touchback. No one caught it, and it just went through them all out of the back of the end zone. So that's a good start to the half.
Just a line drive kick.
Like the soccer player that he is, just bombed one down there. It was over everybody's head into the end zone. So we'll check on the mobility of Turner. I see that. Man, that's unfortunate. I see him sitting out there. Hopefully he's okay. That Tarpon secondary is starting to get a little thin.
The Raging Cajun, Rouses and Golden Medal, peak performance, R360.
Man, that's no good. Looks like Dre Hughes is filling that safety spot. First and 10 for the Mustangs. Turner tosses it to Jacobs. Big hole. Look out. How far is he going to run? Across the 30, 35, makes a man miss. Juking and jiving. Still running near midfield. My goodness. You can see as soon as they tossed it out there that they had the numbers lined up. That's a gain of about 33, 34 yards for Jacobs. Tarpons are giving up the outside run for the first time this season tonight. They're going to have to figure out a way to contain Turner and Jacobs on the outside. It's a big first down run for the Mustangs.
And that time they weren't even making contact. He's just juking them out faking them.
I see number 19 in the game for the Tarpons at cornerback. That is Yair Torres. This time Turner bouncing outside. Big old gain. How far is he going to run? He's going to be tripped up. Still running. Went across the 20. The Tarpon defense just no resistance. Second half. Halftime's usually for adjustments. But boy, haven't seen a whole lot of them from the guys in blue right there. A couple of 30-yard runs to start the half. One off the right side, one off the left side. Ball's now at the 18-yard line for the Mustangs. Can the Tarpons stiffen up here in the red zone? Turner with Jacobs in the shotgun. Tossing it to Jacobs. Better job that time. Thrown for a loss. That loss brought to you by the Terry L. Hunter III Foundation. Good job by the Tarpon defense. That was Otan stopping him. And, Coach, I really believe it's as simple as this. You got to stop him before he gets going. You got to win up front. You got to stop him before he gets going. Because when he gets to that second and that third level, you're not tackling him.
I'm not sure why Jacobs is not trying to get to the outside. The last few times where a quarterback, Turner, does a good job of getting, he's got speed to the outside.
Second and 10. Be a long 10, though, because he lost about a half yard on the last play. 10-20 to go in the third quarter. Turner will keep it. Bouncing outside, and he's going to be tackled short of the first down at the 10. That was Torres holding on for dear life. And the Tarpons are very lucky they didn't get a penalty right there because the official put the ball down at the 10. Jakias Gerson kicked the ball to the numbers, and the officials fortunately didn't give it an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. They mark him back to the 11, so it'll be 3rd and 3. You don't figure they could kick a field goal, but they can't kick an extra point. So you figure they got 2 downs to get this year. There's that heavy,
to the right.
that heavy shotgun set with an unbalanced line to the right. Turner is going to try to bounce outside, and he's going to walk in. The Tarpons have had absolutely no answer for that formation. Simpson's loading up the right and just doing whatever they want to do. It's 26-21. Tarpon defense has not had an answer so far tonight.
There's no adjustment. They outnumbering the Tarpons to that wide side of the field.
And you know what? If I'm Will Broussard, I'm running the same exact play right here. And guess what? I think they are. It's the same exact formation. Heavy shotgun set. This is usually a run to the right. Quarterback keeps it to the right. Bouncing outside. Oh. He didn't get it. The Tarpons were there that time. Kept him short. Another point left on the board by Assumption. It's 26-21, 9:26 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute on ESPN 100.3. As we've seen throughout the game, a short kickoff and a fair catch. This one's a little shorter than normal. Tarpons will take over the 34. Good field position. Not exactly sure what the Mustangs are fearing back there, but they're not wanting to kick it deep.
Half and half winner.
Yeah? Who was it?
Caitlin Gouger.
Hey, now. That's awesome. 1st and 10 for the Tarpons at the 34-yard line. Down 5, trying to retake the score. This has been a Big 12 game in the first 2.5 quarters. Not a lot of defense. Give it to Dardar. Big old gain, driving near the 40-yard line. Man, he got about 7. Doesn't it just feel like whoever has the ball last is going to be the team that's going to win this game the way it's going right now?
It does.
It'll be 2nd and 3. 9 minutes and counting in the third quarter. The Tarpons have the ball at their own 41-yard line. We're happy to be with you on ESPN 100.3. They hand it off to Dardar. He's driving. He's got a first down across the 44 to the 45. That is a Golden Motors first down. A shout out to one of my favorite people who just came to say hello. Aria Petrie just came to say hi.
Number 3, Kennedy on the tackle.
"45-yard line where the Tarpons have the ball. 8:33 and counting. 4 receiver set. Strong side of the field to the right. Ogeron keeps it. We'll throw it down the middle. Wide open. Bird, 25, 20. Dropped at the 15. They're in the absolute fitness red zone. You run the ball, draw the safeties up, beat them on the play action. Big pitch and catch. That's a blue boot bomb from South Lafourche. 8:20 to go. The Tarpons are in the absolute fitness red zone. Ball at the 15-yard line. Berg is now well over 100 yards for the game.
How many times we've seen it over the last couple of years, right up the seam, just wide open.
Now can you punch it in from the 15? Ogeron, the Dardar, big hole. Falls near the 10. Gain about 4 or 5, so a good first down gain. Yep, he got it to the 10, so he got exactly 5. Boy, there's something that I've been waiting and wanting to say all game, but I'm so nervous to jinx it. I'm going to wait and see if the Tarpons score. 2nd and 5. Ogeron, play action. Berg's wide open. How far is he going to run? He's going to run to the end zone. The Tarpon touchdown. Touchdown passes are blue boom bombs. It is 27-26. South Lafourche goes back in front. Straight down the field, 67-yard touchdown drive. Usually here you would maybe attempt a 2-point conversion, go up 3, but with Assumption not able to kick a field goal, you might as well just kick the extra point. Alamo on the hold. The snap is a little wide. The kick is blocked. So that's no good. Assumption's been giving away free points on extra points. There, the Mustangs got a block. LaShawn Ward got in there. The snap was not the best. We'll keep it right here. Both teams start the half getting 6 points. Leaves us right where we were at halftime.
Yeah.
Tarpons up by 1. So back to what I was going to say a minute ago whenever I was superstitious and not wanting to jinx it. This has been the best the Tarpons have snapped the ball under center in the gun all year.
Yes, yes.
The snaps are crisp. They're getting to Carson. He's not having the juke and jive and catch it with one hand, and I think it's helping the timing of the run plays as a result.
Caleb Davis set to return for the Mustangs.
Now can South Lafourche get a stop? Back up 1 point, 27-26.
We have 10 on the field.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but we don't have the kicker on the field. That's the 11th. Where's Cesar? Cesar forgot that he had to go kick off the ball. Play clock hadn't even started yet. He's got all day. He could take his time. Cesar still is not aware that he needs to get on the field. Cesar, what are you doing? Again, he runs off the field. Bro, you got to go kick off the ball. The play clock still has not started, so we have an eternity here, but I just don't understand what's so difficult about after you kick an extra point, you kick the ball back to the other team.
He ran about a half a mile on the sideline, on the field, off the field, get his team.
Now we've got it straight. Thankfully, the white hat official was very generous. Now we've got it rolling. Cesar's got it situated. And we kick it away. It's a high kick that'll be bouncing into the end zone. So all that to get another touchback for Cesar. 49-0 Vanderbilt leads Morgan City, and it is a running time second half. That scoreboard update brought to you by 3T. Which defense will make a play first?
I was going to say the Tarpons looked a little more at ease running their offense scoring. Both teams had 5-play drives.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of resistance on either one of those drives. Turner and Jacobs in the gun. Turner will keep it, and he's going to be dropped. That time the Tarpons were there. That's a loss. That tackle for a loss brought to you by the Terry L. Hunter III Foundation. The Tarpons did an excellent job stringing that one out. He's thrown back to the 18-yard line. Stelter amongst a school of fish out there. When are the Mustangs going to test number 19, Yair Torres, and number 5, Dre Hughes? They're both playing positions they're not altogether familiar with. Yair's not usually a starting cornerback, and Dre's not usually a starting center. At what point do they test that?
I understand what you're saying, but I don't think they have enough confidence. They can have enough time to throw it deep.
We'll see. 2nd and 12. Is that a false start or an offsides? Both are pointing at the other. It is a dead ball, false start on assumption. Now you are in a passing situation, but you are also in your own end zone.
2nd and 16.
6:51 to go in the third quarter. Remember in the pregame when we told you, hey, when South Lafourche plays Assumption in Memorial Stadium, crazy things happen? We were not lying to you. This has been a wild game, and there's still a ton of it left. Turner is in the gun. Rolls out, and he's got a nice gain across the 20. He's hit and tripped up near the first down sticks. He just continues on those quarterback powers to get outside to the third level, and he's got a first down.
Number 4, Turner carries the ball.
Give credit to Jacobs blocking. He met up with Zeller on the line of scrimmage, and he sprung
First down on the 30-yard line.
for that 16-yard run.
Yeah, just like a single wing that they're running, and the Tarpons have not had an answer for it all night as Vanderbilt has just scored again. It's 56-0 over Morgan City. 1st and 10, ball right at the 30-yard line. Turner will toss it to Jacobs, who's going to be stopped for a loss. Back to the 26-yard line. First and foremost, that was almost a fumble. That was a very dangerous toss. Second, the Tarpons had great penetration. 39, Kobe Bruce and Miles Stelton, number 5, cleaned it up. That stop for a loss is brought to you by the Terry L. Hunter III Foundation. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Which team is going to make that first critical mistake?
Yep, you're waiting. You're just waiting for it. 5:40 and counting in the third quarter. 2nd and 13 for the Mustangs. Turner in the gun. The ball smack dab in the middle of the field. He's got 2 receivers on each side. They hand it to Jacobs. Breaks a tackle. It's coming back. There's going to be an obvious hole. Jacobs will run to near the 40-yard line, but it is coming back. It's a dead red hole. The left tackle just tackled the defensive end. All that work coming back. It's going to be 2nd and a mile now for Assumption. Dominic said they laid the wood on Jacobs on the sideline. You know, this is going to be a big game where, look, usually it's the defense that gets tired, right? But if you could keep denting that can and hitting them, you can maybe wear out the running back too. That ball's back to the 15-yard line, Coach. It's going to be 2nd and 25.
What was going to happen sooner or later? I think the Mustangs are going to put the ball on the turf.
They almost did a minute ago. 2nd and 25. Do they dare throw it? This has been when Turner's been breaking long runs to the outside. He's going to keep it, and he's going to be hit near the line of scrimmage and dropped. A good job by the Tarpon defense. The first guy to make contact was Tyrese Edwards, and then Tyler Otan finished the play. A gain of 1 or 2 and a very late flag. Boy, I hope this isn't on South Lafourche. You do not want to give them a first down. And I see a Tarpon just literally push Ja'Kias Croissant to the ground to get him out of the skirmish. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Mustangs. And boy, the hole gets even deeper. It'll be 3rd and an eternity for the Mustangs now. Yeah, look, the Mustangs got the foul on them. Ja'Kias was trying to go and retaliate, and literally a Tarpon horse collared him to the ground to get him out of there. It's going to be 3rd and 31. The ball's at the 9. They've got to get it to the 40. And this could be big later on to get his team together. Will Broussard just called a second half timeout, his first one. That could be huge later on.
Yeah, I thought he wanted a timeout to talk to the official, but I guess not.
How aggressive do you get here? 3rd and 31. Do you throw?
Your defense can't. Yes, you have to.
Yeah, I mean,
you have to.
Do you throw a screen to Jacobs? Do you go deep down the field? Like what? How? I mean. And here's the thing, if you're the Tarpon secondary coach, I'm telling my guys, hey, if they get a step, just tackle them because it won't be a first down. It's not an automatic first down in high school. If they get a step, you just tackle the wide receiver. It would still be 3rd and 15. The ball's back at the 9-yard line. They've got to get to the 40. South Lafourche defensively has to get off the field here, leading by a point, 27-26. And if you're Assumption, the worst thing that happens here is you have to punt. You can't turn it over in the end zone. You can't do anything crazy here.
Assumption's pleading their case to the official on the sideline.
I mean, you're not going to win those arguments. I mean, you'd be better off just drawing up a play here for 3rd and a mile. You're not going to win those debates. They have broken some long runs, but boy, you got to think and hope that you can contain them on 3rd and 31 with 4:58 to go in the 3rd quarter. Remember, the Tarpons do have a little bit of a patchwork secondary here with some injuries. Commerdale's out, Jarvis is out. Do they pick on Torres, who's flanked out to the right side of the field? He's defending Willoughby. They're going to throw. They're going to throw it deep. It's going to be caught, and it's going to be a first down. And it's going to be a touchdown.
Might catch him.
Willoughby will score on absolutely inexcusable defense from South Lafourche there. On 3rd and 30, you give up a 90-yard touchdown reception. That is bad. 32-27. That is not good. And the Mustangs will attempt the 2-point conversion to try to go up 7 points. We're going to look back at that one later on. You can't get off the field on 3rd and 30. It's going to be tough. But a big play here, you got to try to stop them. Turner in the gun, runs off right tackle, cuts in, and he's in. Assumption takes a 7-point lead on a 90-yard touchdown pass. It's 34-27. We'll be back in 1 minute on ESPN 100.3. Welcome back, 34-23. Or excuse me, 34-27, my bad. It's a 7-point game. You guys are freaking out over here. 34-27 the score. The Tarpons are down 7, but are about to get the ball back. 4:45 to go, 3rd quarter. And it's an onside kick.
Oh.
Tarpons are going to fall on it, thankfully, at the 44-yard line. I tell you what, with the way the defenses are playing tonight, that's not a terrible idea from Coach Broussard.
Tarpons will have a good field position.
Boy, hopefully South Lafourche could just put the pieces back together, man.
But I'm still, I mean, an onside kick there, it wasn't close to being recovered by Assumption, but I'm puzzled why they're not kicking the ball deep.
Yeah, all game long they have not. It's either been a pop-up kick or a squib kick. Tarpons have it at the 44. 1st and 10. Ogeron and Dardar in the gun. Ogeron, play action. Flushed out. He will throw that one away. He'll just put that one in the bleachers. So bring up 2nd and 10.
Pass is thrown away. That'll be 2nd and 10 for the Tarpons.
We just mentioned it's just such an emotional swing. It's 3rd and 30 a minute ago. You think you're about to get the ball back, go for the throat. They score a touchdown. Now this stadium's quiet. It's an incompletion on 1st down. Tarpons need something to feel good about here in the next couple of plays. Dardar with Ogeron, strong side of the field to the right. Can they open up that hole again? It is an inside run, and it's going to be not as much of a gain as he's been getting, but a nice gain, about 4 yards. Bring up 3rd and about 6.
They'll pick up about 4 yards.
Dardar to the 48-yard line.
And we talked about now the Tarpons are playing from behind. They chase and they come out and complete the first play. Now this is a big 3rd and 6 play for the Tarpons.
3rd and 6, strong side of the field to the right. Ogeron, straight drop, throws it as far as he can. Burr can't get there. And it's going to be a 3 and out for the Tarpon offense if they elect to punt, which I would not. I've seen my defense play enough tonight. I'm not getting my offense off the field here. Fourth down and 6. Tarpons are going to at least come with a hard count, and no one's blocking. Carson's going to just take the snap and just throw it out of bounds. What the heck was that? A late flag comes in on top of it. It's probably going to be intentional grounding. I have no idea what that was. Carson Ogeron took the snap. The offensive line did not block at all, and then Carson just threw the ball into the stands.
I'll tell you what happened. The Tarpons were coming on a hard count. Center snapped the ball.
The flag is going to be intentional grounding, and it should be. Carson was in the pocket. There was no receiver. Nobody moved. Oh, the wheels are falling off the bus
They
here.
may wave this flag off. Even.
Oh, no, I think it's grounding. There's no receiver. He's in the tackle by that. That's grounding. Yeah, that's a good call. I mean, look, the quarterback just took the shotgun snap and without even taking a drop, just threw the ball into the stands. I mean, that's dead red grounding. You're going to lose field position there, and a disastrous drive will give Assumption a chance to go up 2 scores. And frankly, the ball should be further up the field than what it is. Carson threw that ball around the 40-yard line. They mark it at the 44.
That was the line of scrimmage, the 44.
Oh, high school, it may be from the line of scrimmage. Yeah. Now your defense has to pick your offense up. Jacobs in the backfield with Turner. They're going to give it to Jacobs. Barreling near the 40-yard line, gain about 3 or 4.
Now let's see how the Mustangs are going to play this game with the lead now. Talked about it earlier. You probably see a lot of Jacobs right here, but I would just keep Turner.
2nd and 6. And the Tarpons are going to give them 5 free. .324 to go in the third quarter. This third quarter has been in favor of the Mustangs so far. The Tarpon defense has to make a play.
A lot of time left. Look, Assumption is getting tired. You get tired, you make mistakes.
2nd and 1. Turner in the gun with Jacobs. They hand it to Jacobs, and it's a powerful run. Get about 3 or 4 more across the 30. It's a first down. 3:02. The clock will stop momentarily.
Berg on the tackle, assisted by Miles Stelter.
I have, oh boy, I'm about ready to get really angry on the air. Truck, I apologize in advance. I'm going to try to keep my cool. There were shots fired at the Thibodaux High School game just now as Thibodaux was taking on Hanville. This happens way too often. If you want to go to a high school football game and be an idiot, stay home. My God. I don't think anyone was injured, but goodness. 1st and 10 here. They toss it to Jacobs. He's going to get to near the 25-yard line. Gain of about 3. Understand that the shots were on the periphery of the stadium, not at the stadium itself. The game is paused momentarily. But goodness gracious, man. People just stop acting like animals, man. 2nd and 6, 2:08 and counting.
Mustangs slowed the tempo of this game down a little bit.
Yeah, they are. Giving their defense a rest, maybe. Turner will bounce it off the right side. He's got a big gain. Got across the first down sticks to the 17.
Miss Caroline Griffin. Miss Albert Guidry. Miss Ayla Guidry. Miss Sophia Gilbo. Miss Caroline Lagarde. Miss Brianna Perez.
Ball the 17-yard line.
Tarpon's got to stiffen up. 1:38 and counting in the third quarter.
Miss Jalen Rodriguez. Miss Kate Rodriguez. Miss Kylie St. Pierre. Miss Meg Walker. Miss Ella Walker.
They're in that loaded up shotgun formation and balance line to the right. Turner now on a counter to the left. Will be tripped up at the 15-yard line or 14-yard line. A good job by the Tarpon defense that time making the stop. 39 on the stop, Kobe Bruce.
Sorry about that, Casey.
All good. Gain of about 3 or 4.
2nd and 6, Mustangs.
When I see that ball pop out, I might be a play early. Here it comes.
Assumption, you're right. They have slowed the pace, slowed the tempo.
Tarpon defense just looks tired. They may be helping the defense out a little.
Assumption with that unbalanced shotgun line to the right. Turner keeps it off right tackle. Looking to bounce outside. Just too easy. He didn't score, but he got pretty doggone close. They've got a ton of guys to the right. At some point, you have to put some blue jerseys out there, or it's a mismatch, and it's been a mismatch all night long. He got it to about the 2-yard line.
Pushed out of bounds by number 39, Colby Bruce.
Kobe Bruce pushed him out. The ball's at the 2, 29 seconds to go.
Mustangs taking their time.
Yeah, look, man, Turner's tired. You can see the defense is tired, but the guy running down the field is tired too. That same shotgun look. They snap it directly to Turner, and he's in. So Assumption adds to their lead. It's 40-27. The Tarpon defense has offered little to no resistance tonight as the Mustangs continue to run wild. 25 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Turner with a touchdown for the Mustangs.
They're coming in just an unbalanced overload formation with guys lined up in the backfield, and it's just a race to the edge, and they're beating us to the outside for big gains.
They are keeping the offense on the field. Turner could barely stand. Yeah. He's gassed. He is in that same formation. Can he do it one more time?
They can throw it out of this.
He gets the snap, trying to bounce outside.
No, it's not in.
He did
not get it. That's a great call by the official.
He didn't stretch the ball out. He had it in the opposite hand. So with 25 seconds to go in the third quarter, Assumption leads 40-27. The Tarpons are going to have to answer in a hurry. We'll be back in 1 minute on ESPN 100.3.
Out of bounds.
Oh, man, Assumption will kick it to the sideline. It looked like it was going to go out of bounds, and the ball dies right before the sideline. Tarpons pick it up and are tackled at the 20. Great break for Assumption, and, boy, the third quarter just can't end soon enough for South Lafourche.
How did that ball not go out of bounds? It's like it would hit a puddle.
In the words of the late Tommy Plaisance, our old broadcasting partner watching us in the sky tonight, never bet on the bounce of a football. And that's exactly what we saw right there. The Tarpons got to make it happen quick. There's 12 minutes and 20 seconds left in this game. 20 seconds of those belong to the third quarter. You're down 2 scores. Inside handoff to Dardar. He gets about 4. And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter, I think. Yeah, we've got 1 quarter left to go here. Put your seatbelts on. I think we've got a wild finish coming. It's 40-27. We'll be back in 1 minute on ESPN 100.3. The Tarpons are going to play a 2nd and 5 as play resumes. We start the fourth quarter. It's 40-27 Assumption in front. Just getting word that they have canceled the remainder of the Thibodeau and Hondo game. Don't know if they'll pick that one up where they left off or it'll just be a wash. Boy, the stupidity of some people to take that opportunity from those kids. Here, the Tarpons got to convert it, 2nd and 5.
Officials are discussing, pointing where the ball is going to be spotted.
Looks like they had it right. It's on the left center hash right now. Ogeron in the gun. Trips to the right. Ogeron will keep it. And will be tripped up short of the first down. A good open field tackle by Assumption that time. That's number 2 on the stop, Gardner. But a nice positive gain. It'll bring up 3rd and about 3 for the Tarps. 11:40 to go. You mentioned second half offensive struggles for South Lafourche. They went down the field the first drive and scored, stalled out the last one.
Looks like double pass something here, possibly.
Ogeron. It's a screen, and it's incomplete. 3 and out. Do the Tarpons dare go for it here?
4th and 4, Tarpons.
Here's the thing. I don't know that the Tarpons are getting a stop no matter where Assumption has the ball. They've scored from their own 10. They've scored from the 50. I think you need to be in possession of the football here.
Injury on the field.
Injury timeout brought to you by Thibodeau Regional. Tarpons are keeping their offense on.
Yeah, they're going to come with a hard count right here.
Will they do the Carson Ogeron punt? Will they go for it?
No, I think they're going for a hard count.
4th and 3. Ogeron comes with the hard count, and they don't cross into the neutral zone. The Tarpons still have 25 seconds on the play clock. They could hard count for another 20 seconds here. Now I think they got the play they want to run. Ogeron looking to throw. He's flushed out.
Got a man open.
He has a man in the flats. It's Alamo. It's caught. It's a Golden Motors first down. Tarpons desperately needed it, and they got it with the creativity of Carson Ogeron there. Looked like Carson was dead to rights, but Alamo broke free. 11-10 to go in the fourth quarter. Ball at the 36-yard line. Ogeron has had a big day. Trips to the right. Can he continue having a big day? Man in motion is Berg. Play action. Ogeron keeps it. Design quarterback run. Big gain. Bounces to the outside. He's got a first down. Gain of 11. I was just about to say that I don't understand why the Tarpons are throwing so much. You still got plenty of time to run the football. And then there they pop him with an 11-yard run. It is Golden Motors first down. Good play call for PJ. Final score, E.D. White 49, Patterson 0. Thankful that one game in Thibodeau tonight was able to avoid the stupidity of some of those in the city. Tarpons here, down 13. It's a toss to Jarvis. Gets it back to Ogeron, who's got a little wall across midfield. He's got a first down to the 41. So a little halfback pass. Jarvis completes it to Ogeron, and it is a Golden Motors first down. 10:29 to go in regulation.
It's going to come back down to the Tarpon defense.
They're going to have to get a stop.
They got to get a stop.
Would you be inclined to try to force a stop on special teams with a trick kick?
Yeah, why not?
First, you got to get 41 yards and put it into the end zone here. Ogeron, strong side of the field to the right. Looking to throw, throws a bomb. He's got Alamo, but he dropped it. Alamo was at the 18-yard line, couldn't hold on to it. Carson put it on the numbers. That's one you got to haul in.
Yeah, he was in some traffic, hit him in the hands, could have caught it, but that would have been a tough catch. Still a nice pass by Ogeron.
I still don't understand why we're not giving 21 the ball a little more. You still got plenty time. And he was getting 10, 12 yards a pop in the first half. 2nd and 10. Here Dardar does get it. I don't know. Don't think there's anything wrong with getting 8, 9 yards, and that's what Dardar did right there. Nice 2nd down gain. We'll bring up 3rd and short. Ball the 33-yard line, 9:40 and counting. It'll be 3rd and 2. Tarpons have that I form set. Will they give it to Berg? Will they give it to Dardar? They're going to give it to Dardar. He's hit at the line, and he still gets a first down. That is a great run from Dardar. He was hit at the line, behind the line of scrimmage by Garner. Just kept the legs pumping. And it's a Golden Motors first down. Ball to the 31-yard line. Landon won our power player of the game last week. It might be an encore. 9:05 and counting. The Tarpons are down 13 at the 30-yard line. You're going to have to get a stop, but you're also going to have to score here. Ogeron's by himself in the gun. Will this be a design run? Nope. Straight drop. Looking to throw. Throws it down the middle off the fingertips of Berg. Incomplete.
Berg was wide open. The ball maybe
behind
a little behind him.
Yeah, that's one that Carson would like to have back.
Yeah, he had tried to adjust him to the ball, but it was just a little too far behind him.
Clock stops, 8:46 to go in the 4th quarter. Carson has played one hell of a game, but yeah, he would like to have that one back. 2nd and 10. Throw it to the sideline. Alamo's got it. Working on the sideline. He's got a first down across the 20 into the Absolute Fitness red zone to about the 18. And he got out of bounds. Stop the clock.
Nice job by Alamo catching the ball, knowing exactly where he had to go and getting out of bounds and stop that clock.
They actually put him out at the 20. So it'll be a 1st and 10 from the 20. Either way, still in the Absolute Fitness red zone. Ogeron the gun. Assumption showing a blitz. Here they come. Ogeron throws it to the sideline, and Alamo's got it. Cutting on the inside, now bouncing back outside, and it's a touchdown! What a juke move from Titan Alamo. Earlier in the drive, he had a drop. He made up for it big. It's a blue boot bomb. It's 40-33. How about the slipperiness of Titan Alamo right there? And now, partner, we've got a very important extra point coming up from the Tarpons with 8:31 to go. Chance to make it a 6-point game. Alamo, who just caught the touchdowns, got to get the hold down. Snap is there, kick is up, and it's a line drive. That is good. The Tarpons shoot 7 points off the deficit. Don't give up on them yet. 8:31 to go. We'll be back in 1 minute. Assumption leads by 6 on ESPN 100.3. 8:31 to go in regulation. We promised you a good one. The teams have delivered. Assumption leads 40-34. Cesar Gonzalez kicks it away. A wobbly kick. That'll bounce at the 10 and will be picked up at the 5 near the sideline by Johnson, who will be tackled at the 20. So Assumption will just be like a touchback. Actually, be at the 19. I apologize. I said that was Johnson. That's actually Caleb Davis on the return. 8:23. Assumption wants to work the clock and move the ball down the field. The Tarpons desperately want to find a way to get a stop. Can somebody in blue pull the ball out, force a turnover? Can you stop the run here? Assumption has been so run heavy with Reese Turner and Chase Jacobs doing so much damage. The crowd making some noise, chanting defense. 1st and 10 at the 19. Shotgun set. Turner will keep it. Looking to bounce outside.
Nope.
Not a whole lot. He gets across the 20, but a very short gain that time. Give him about a yard and a half. Boy, you know what makes those plays successful? And you've mentioned it a couple times, and you're so right. Yeah, Turner's good, but he's also got a skyscraper blocking for him out there. They just put 30 Jacobs in. Not 30. They put number 34 Jacobs out there, and he just clears out. 2nd and 8. Shotgun set, strong side of the field to the right. They hand it to Jacobs. Short gain. He's to about the 23. This will bring up a 3rd down and about 6. The best chance for the Tarpons to get off the field in quite some time. Get loud, Galliano. The crowd going to try to make some noise before this big 3rd down play.
Well, I think you know what's coming. Turn it to outside the field.
Has been the story of the night. Do they dare try something else? They come with the hard count. The Tarpons don't flinch. Play clock down to 12. They've still got a long time to go. Turner will run off tackle. He will not get there. The Tarpons stop him at the 26-yard line. It'll be 4th and 3. Does Assumption dare go for it? They've already got the punt team on the field. So the Tarpon defense appears to have gotten the stop that they need with 6:47 to go. That's the good news. The bad news is that Tyler Otan is down injured with what appears to be some cramps. Injury timeout brought to you by Thibodeau Regional. Ryan's about to have to come up here and stretch us out. We're wore out. We have been.
I'm good.
We have been on our toes tonight, and we certainly hope Tyler's okay, and it looks like he is. Dominic, the Tarpons finally have appeared to have gotten that big stop. Now the big question, can they hold the ball for 6 minutes and punch it in? It's going to be a fight to the finish, won't it?
I'm not sure it's a cramp. Looks like his right ankle.
Yeah, maybe a twist in the ankle. Yeah, I think you're right, Coach. I think it is worse than a cramp. I think it's an ankle sprain. So now on 4th and 3, the most important thing, first, you got to have 11 on the field. You cannot have 12. It would be a 1st down. Second thing, you can't jump off sides. Third thing, you got to watch for a fake. Fourth thing, if they do kick it, don't turn it over in the return game. I count 11, so step 1.
They got 12 on the field, huh? Assumption?
Assumption has 4, 6, 8, 10. Assumption has 12.
Yeah, they got 12 on the field.
Assumption has 12. The officials are counting it, and
There's 12 on the field.
Here comes the flag at the snap because they have 12 on the field. Yeah, we counted them out. They got 12. So now that'll give the Tarpons some breathing room. A 4th and 3 went out become 4th and 8. That's actually a really big penalty. It gives you a little bit of room for error to make a boo-boo. But, yeah, they did absolutely have 12. We needed to take off our shoes to count to 12, but we got there. We got there.
4th and 8.
Now the Assumption punter is standing at the 6-yard line. The Tarpons have Dre Hughes back. And I'm telling Dre, unless if the ball is right next to you, just get away. Yep, I think that's a good strategy. There's the kick. It is a good one, and Dre will not even make the attempt. And, boy, look at that ball roll. It'll go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a great punt. Yeah, give yourself an extra guy to go try to block it if he's not even going to make the attempt. I agree with you there.
I don't know about you, but we got a game tonight.
We'll see. Number 22 for Assumption, Travion Jackson is down. This injury timeout brought to you by Thibodeau Regional. This has been a physical, hard-fought, emotional game. I see Terrence Petrie, who's out injured tonight, jumping into that offensive huddle, giving some love to his guys, saying, hey, let's go, baby. Tarpons have to go 69 yards. They've got 6 minutes and 40 seconds. You would love to score in 6 minutes and 39 seconds. But obviously when you're down, any way that you could get it, you would take it. If you break a long one, hey, you might have to rely on your defense again. Hopefully Jackson's okay. Looks like he is. He will limp off. We told you in the pregame, when these two teams play here, it's like a full moon every time. It's like Friday the 13th every time. And this one is not disappointed. And you remember that timeout that Assumption called before the 3rd and 30 play. Could that be a timeout that they'll need later on?
Could very well be.
1st and 10 for the Tarpons, out of the shotgun. The strong side of the field is to the left. They have 2 receivers flanked out that way. Berg will join them as a 3rd receiver. Ogeron makes some checks at the line of scrimmage. The play clock is down to 8. Still got some time. Ogeron will keep it. It's a design run. Bouncing outside. He's tripped up across the 30. Short gain, but he did pick up about 3. And very fortunate Assumption didn't get a 15-yard penalty there because there was a little pushing and shoving after the play. I think if Carson would have done his best NBA impression and would have flopped there, he could have maybe sold it. Give him about 2.5 on the gain. 6:08 and counting.
Colt DeCure has been quiet on offense for the Tarpons.
See if we can get him the ball. Ogeron hands it to Dardar, picking through the line. He's got it to the party. He doesn't have the first down, but he's awfully close. It'll be 3rd and 1. In a district that has so many good running backs. You know, Jalen Coleman and the young man for Lutcher we saw last week, and Dardar's pretty damn good, too.
Yes.
3rd and 1, 5:35 and counting on a rolling clock. The Tarpons are down 6. Ogeron in the gun. They don't bite on the hard count. Now Ogeron making some checks at the line of scrimmage. Play clock down to 6. There's the snap. He hands it to Dardar. It is a first down. Just a grown man driving them for the first down. There was not much of a push there, but he gets it to the 43, and it is a Golden Motors first down. Looks like he's getting another tape job. 5:03 and counting. The Tarpons are at their own 43. They have slowed the pace a little bit. In the gun. Ogeron. Pump fake, flushed out to the right, down the middle, caught. There's the cure, breaks a tackle. 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Brian Colley gave us the call. He said Colt DeCure's been quiet. Colt DeCure breaks a tackle and takes it to the house. It's a Blue Group bomb. We're tied 40-40. With 4:40 to go, can the Tarpons take the lead on the extra point? We'll find out in just a second.
Colt DeCure breaks the tackle and Show some speed, get into that end zone.
Now maybe the biggest snap of the night. Do the Tarpons have the right 11 out there? They're counting. The snap to Alamo. Gonzalez's kick is good. Just snuck through the upright. The Tarpons lead 41-40. Can we stop them one more time? We'll tell you in 1 minute on ESPN 100.3. Now the golden question is this. Did you score too soon? There's 4:40 to go. We said early in the drive you got to score whenever you could get it. But you left a whole lot of time for those Mustangs. Can you stop them one more time?
If this score holds up, Assumption's going to be looking. 2 missed conversions, 2-point conversion, no good. 2 2-point conversions, I believe.
What a ball game. The Cure just made one of the plays of the season for South Lafourche. It's 41-40. Cesar Gonzalez has the ball on the tee. Davis is back deep.
I would put Turner back deep.
Gonzalez kicks it away. It's a line drive kick. Davis will play it on a hop. Works up the field. He's tripped up at the 34. So pretty good starting field position for the Mustangs. BJ Young laying into the defense as they run onto the field, saying, hey, let's go get a win right here, boys. You stop them right here, you're feeling awfully good about your chances. But on a night where there have been 81 points scored, is going to be a very difficult task. Crowd chanting defense. What a night. This has been a wonderful night for high school football in Galliano, no matter how this one goes.
Yeah, you like offense.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball at the 35-yard line. 4:33 to go. The Tarpons stopped them on the last drive. Can they stop them again? Jacobs in the backfield with Turner. Trips to the right. Turner will throw it to the sidelines. They got a little wall out there. How far are they going to run? It's coming back. They'll get it to the 50. It is coming back. It'll be holding on the wide receiver. Fortunately for the Tarpons, the run will come back. Unfortunately for the Tarpons, it's well up the field, so it won't be 1st and long. It'll be 1st and about 11 or so. So Sawyer going both ways. Again, goosebumps. That's another one of my guys, man. So proud of those kids. They will walk this one off. It'll actually be 1st and 9 because the flag was 11 yards up the field. .4:26 to go. Can Sawyer Wells, a little bit of a fresh body, though he's been playing offense all night, can he maybe get a little push? Can Dre Hughes or Haven Green or one of the Tarpons step in front of a pass? Play clock down to 3 for Assumption. That's a false start. That's a false start. They were discombobulated. They were up against the clock, and the entire offensive line moved. It'll be 1st and 14 now after the penalty. You having fun yet?
Oh.
The only thing we're missing up here is Taylor Swift.
Okay.
1st and 14. Ball at the 31-yard line. The Tarpons are trying to get a push. Turner gets the snap. He rolls out. Throws it deep down the field. Incomplete. Ray Hughes was on the coverage, and a Tarpon defender laid the lick on Turner. That was Nelson who popped him, but Nelson's also limping. Yeah, Nelson's in a lot of pain. He might not be able to continue. But I would like to see the coach try to get him out. Yeah, he's in a lot of pain, though.
And again, we've seen the Tarpons do this, had success running. They went throwing the ball, and they had to go ahead and, well, on downs, they turned it over. Mustangs doing the same thing.
Kay Nelson's going to fight on. He is hopping up and down on what is a cramp or an ankle. Dre Hughes just had the coverage on that last play. It's 2nd and 14. Mustangs still have 25 seconds on the play clock. Turner gets the shotgun snap, looking to throw. Will throw it as far as he can. The Tarpons will tip it up, and it's caught. The Tarpons popped that one up in the air, and then it fell into Bima's lap. Bima was laying on the turf, caught it from the turf at the 40-yard line. 4:10 to go. The Mustangs just kind of got a little lucky there. There's no other way to say it. Just got a good bounce.
They were in coverage, decent coverage. Receiver just went up and made a play.
The clock will start momentarily. Still, Mustangs, they'll still have plenty of time. 4:10 to work with. I think they're going to get back to running it here. Here we go. Quarterback keeps it. Across the 35. Big old gain. Inside the touchdown. The Assumption will go 38 yards. It is 46-41 with 4:02 to go. And Brian, I think you're right. That is better than the alternative, which would have been them scoring with no time left. But a huge 2-point conversion try will be coming up for the Mustangs. I would love to know how many yards rushing Turner has tonight, because I promise you it's a lot. They're going to line up in that unbalanced shotgun set. All the blockers to the right. Turner's going to run to the right, and the Tarpons stop him. There he goes. Trying to turn the corner. He's in. Assumption leads by 7. It's 48-41. Y'all, that's a big conversion. We'll be back in 1 minute. And the Tarpons answer. They've got 4 minutes. We'll be back on ESPN 100.3. There's the kickoff down the field. It'll be muffed by Shepard, who will pick it up and will get it across the 20 and will be dropped at the 24. So he turned a bad thing into a pretty good thing. He got it up the field to the 25. Now the Tarpons have 3 minutes and 54 seconds, down 7 points. We cannot overstate how big that 2-point conversion was just now for Assumption. That's huge. Makes the Tarpons. That's a nasty word to hear, because those usually last a long time. We have an injured Mustang on the field. It's number 18, Andre Thibodeau.
Well, Tyler, you did your job on defense up front. Now it's the offense got to go ahead and win it.
We were discussing this during the commercial. If you score a touchdown, do you go for the win or not?
I think Coach Young will.
Yeah, I was about to say I think BJ will. And look, here's the thing. And look, that's not to say that they'll go for 2 and convert. That's not at all what I'm trying to say. But I think he's got a wrinkle or two up his sleeve for situations like that. I think he's got some 2-point plays that he likes.
Well, on your Thursday practice, you always go over your best 2-point plays for the week.
Number 18, Andrew Thibodeau will walk gingerly off the field cramping. We've seen a ton of cramping. Stan Gravois always tells us that first non-summer game is the game where you see the most cramps. Well, Stan, gold star, you were right, brother. We've seen a ton of them tonight.
The Tarpons still have right under 4 minutes. They have a lot of time.
A lot of time. They got to go 75 yards. Ogeron comes with the hard count. They're not biting. Play clock still at 18. You've got an eternity there. You don't have to worry about that. Making some checks at the line of scrimmage. Play clock now down to 10. Ogeron, a design quarterback run. Gets outside across the 30. He will get a first down. He falls across the 35. It is a Golden Motors first down. Gain of 11. A good block by Carter Colley there on the inside of the offensive line. Sealed off a defender. It's a ninth grader, man. Making big plays. Ogeron got exactly 10 yards. The nose of the ball to the 35. Clock starts after they reset the chains. 1st and 10. There's an unguarded receiver. Tarpons see it and underthrow the pass. Assumption was misaligned. Titan Alamo was unguarded. The Tarpons saw it, but it looked like the pass just came up a little short. 2nd and 10. Yeah, at the end of that last drive, Cade was in bad shape.
Well, that's another reason if you score, you go for 2.
Yeah, you don't want to play defense again tonight. 2nd and 10. They handed to Dardar. Nice hold. Bounces outside. He's got a first down and more. Across the 45 to the 48. First down. 3:20 to go. The clock will stop as the chains reset. I said on the last drive I'd like to know how many yards Turner has. I would like to know how many yards Meathead has.
Well over 100.
Tarpons have a receiver almost out of bounds, flanked out to the right. They give it to Dardar. He's hit near the line, not much that time. Good job by the Assumption defense. That's number 58, Jace Williams. Clock continues to run, 3 minutes and counting. The ball is right at midfield. It'll be 2nd and 8. .248 and counting. 2nd and 8. Tarpons have the strong side of the field to the right. Ogeron, play action, rolls out to the right. He's somehow still on his feet, makes a man miss, lowers his shoulder, and gets to the 45. I thought Carson was going to get sacked for about an 8-yard loss. Instead, he turns it into about a 4 or 5-yard gain. B.J. Young, I think, just called his first time out.
Yes.
With 2:28 to go, it's 3rd and 3. And Carson Ogeron might have just saved the game there because it could have potentially been 3rd and long. He made an unbelievable play, but let's see. He's kind of playing with that arm a little bit. He lowered the shoulder down there, and we got to see if he's okay.
He's fine.
You've got to get to the 42. There's 2:34 to go in regulation. I say in regulation because it's only a 7-point game. We very well could see overtime here tonight. The Tarpons are 45 yards away on a night where these teams have gone tick for tat. Tons of yards, tons of points, tons of excitement.
I think the Tarpons might take a shot right here.
It is 3rd down and 3. You've got 2 plays to get 3 yards. You are in your power I set. Ogeron comes with the hard count. They don't flinch. Look to the sideline. Play clock down to 12. Making some checks at the line of scrimmage. Will they give it to Berg? Will they give it to Dardar? They're going to give it on a toss to Dardar, and he's going to lose yards back to midfield. Lost 5 on the play. And now it's 4th and 8. And now you are in some trouble. A great play by Thibodeau of Assumption.
Dardar coming up a little limping.
4th and 8 for the Tarpons.
And BJ will call a timeout, which now pretty much makes it do or die. Now you have to get it here with only 1 timeout left. It is 4th down and 8. You've got to get to the 42. The ball is just on the other side of midfield. I don't think you can run it for 8 yards. I think you're going to have to come up with some sort of pass play here.
Well, and the Mustangs got to be careful here because Coach Young, with his trick plays, can come up, dial up something here.
This is a play that could potentially go a long way in defining the season for both of these teams. BJ directing traffic to his offense. Will Broussard directing traffic to his defense. The Tarpons have to get the ball to the Mustang 42-yard line. There are 4 receivers on the field. Strong side of the field is to the right. Ogeron. Straight drop. Throws it as far as he can. Caught!
They dropped it.
Oh, the ball came out at the last second. Titan Alamo got his hands on it, but Kobe Bima did a good job poking it away, and that is just about going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Tarpons with 1 timeout and 2:07 to go.
The ball hung up just enough for the Mustang defender to come and make a play.
He had his hands on it, but Bima was just a little bit better. The ball back to midfield. Tarpons have 1 timeout, so you could potentially get it back with 30 or 40 seconds left. But now you're grasping at straws now.
Yes, I'll be up till 5 in the morning getting these highlights done. We have plenty of them.
Assumption out of the huddle at 7 seconds. They're not going to get this play off. 3, 2, 1.
Coach Broussard called the timeout.
Yeah, Coach Broussard will call a timeout. They just spent too much time in the huddle. And that's a smart thing to do. You don't want to risk fumbling the football or doing anything to put it in danger.
So with 2:07 to go, 40 seconds.
All right, so you got 1 play where you could stop the clock. Let's say that's first down. Let's say the play takes 7 seconds, 2 minutes. Then you got 40 seconds.
Have 1 timeout.
So let's say that the second play ends at 1:53. Okay, so then you got 40 seconds. So it would be snapping at 1:15-ish. Let's say that play ends at 1:08. Then you could get it back with 20 or so seconds left, but you'd be better off just pulling the ball out right here.
Yeah, look, the Tarpons got to be careful. I'm sure they're going to be going to pull the ball out, but you still got to bring the ball carrier down.
Yeah, you give up a first down, they're taking a knee. You give up a first down, it is victory formation, game over. The Mustangs, surprisingly, don't have Jacobs in the backfield. It's that big old shotgun, unbalanced set. Quarterback will run the opposite way this time, and it's all she wrote. That's ball game. He's going to get a first down on first down. Tackled by Jakias Person. They don't have to do anything now. They can just take knees. Assumption sideline wanting a flag. I don't know for what.
Yeah.
They were not happy. BJ Young will not call his timeout.
Coach Broussard telling his guys, calm down, relax.
Yeah, they were so angry at the end of that last play. I don't know why. And I also don't know why they're running plays here. I think that they could get out of this one just taking knees. Turner's going to keep it, try to bounce outside, and he will stay in bounds to the 35. Clock running, 1:26 to go. Not sure why the Tarpons are just not calling their timeout.
Maybe wait after the third down play.
2nd and 6 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, I guess. 1:11 to go. And we have
timeout.
Oh my gosh. The Tarpons allowed 20 or so. The game's over now. 40-40. There's 1:08 on the clock. 40 plus 40 is a minute and 20. Game's over. I don't understand the hesitance there, but the late timeout, Assumption doesn't have to run another play. You are out. There's 1:08 left. It's second down. They can knee the ball twice now, run 40 seconds off both times. That's 1:20 minutes. This game is over.
I'm not sure why he waited that long to call the timeout. Let's see if Assumption realizes they may run a play and can fumble.
That would be the only chance because, yeah, if they understand the clock, this game's over. Tarpons let about 15 or 20 seconds run off before calling timeout, and I think they just gift wrapped this one to the Mustangs. Oh, they know what it is. I think they're going to be taking a knee. Game over. There's the first kneel down.
And you see, I understand that. Get under center to take a knee.
We don't see that anymore, Bubba. The Mustangs are going to get a big road win. They got the stop when they needed it. They got a Herculean performance from Reese Turner tonight. And for South Lafourche.
And to make matters worse, the Tarpons have some injuries.
Yep.
You see Kate Nelson, Tyler Otan.
There's the second kneel down. This game's over. Assumption gets a 48-41 win. We'll take a 2-minute break. When we get back, we'll give our power player of the game, brought to you by Industrial Power Systems. The Mustangs get a victory over South Lafourche. We'll be back in 2 minutes on ESPN 100.3. For those of you watching on Bayou Sports, or DTB player of the game, Landon Dardar was all over the field for South Lafourche tonight. Was absolutely tremendous. And our Edison West Offshore Billy Joe Brune Baytie of the game, number 94, Tyler Otan. He left it all out on the field. He was, by every definition, a Baytie tonight. Assumption gets a win. Thank you guys so much for watching. God bless.